Emergency broadcasts are interrupting programs across the world tonight. Entire cities falling into chaos. Mass panic spreading online. Violence increasing. And millions asking one terrifying question. What if the greatest deception in human history is closer than we think? Before we begin, subscribe now and follow for more dark Islamic mysteries, shocking historical stories, cinematic documentaries, and terrifying prophecies connected to the end times, because the deeper we go into this series, the darker and more disturbing the reality becomes. And trust me, tonight's story is not just another historical mystery. Many Muslims believe this could become the most dangerous period humanity will ever experience. But let me ask you something. Why did every prophet warn humanity about one specific man? Why did Prophet Muhammad repeatedly warn his followers about him more than almost any other danger? And why was he described as the greatest fitnah, the greatest trial humanity will ever face? His name is the Dajjal. According to Islamic teachings, the Dajjal is not simply a king, a tyrant, or a conqueror. He represents deception itself, a deception so powerful that millions may follow him willingly. And perhaps the scariest part, many people may believe they are following truth, while actually walking directly into falsehood. Think carefully about the modern world. Did you know Islamic narrations describe a future time when truth will become difficult to recognize? A time when confusion would spread everywhere. A time when lies would dominate conversations, screens, and even entire societies. Look around today. Wars spread across continents. Fear floods every phone screen. False information spreads faster than truth. People trust less than ever before. And humanity feels more emotionally exhausted every single year. Millions spend hours scrolling endlessly, searching for comfort, searching for purpose, searching for answers. But what happens when someone finally appears promising to solve everything? Islamic teachings describe the Dajjal appearing during a period of worldwide fear and instability, economic collapse, violence, division, natural disasters, a world desperate for safety. And then suddenly, a mysterious figure appears offering solutions: food for the hungry, wealth for the poor, security for the frightened, hope for the hopeless. Would humanity resist him, or would desperation blind people completely? And perhaps that is what makes this story so terrifying. Because according to Islamic narrations, the Dajjal will perform things many people will see as miracles. Rain falling after drought, dead land becoming green again, wealth flowing toward those who follow him. And in a world already obsessed with money, power, and comfort, how many people would refuse him? How many would stop and question what they are witnessing? And how many would follow him simply because they are tired, desperate, and afraid? But here is the truly frightening part. The danger is not only the Dajjal himself. The danger is a condition of humanity before he arrives. A world spiritually weak. A world consumed by distraction. A world where people slowly lose the ability to recognize truth. Look at modern society carefully. People chase attention more than peace, validation more than honesty, entertainment more than reflection. And while humanity becomes distracted, faith becomes weaker, morality becomes blurred, and deception becomes easier than ever before. Did you know Prophet Muhammad warned that many people during that time would struggle to hold on to their faith? That remaining sincere would feel like holding burning coal in your hand? Imagine living in a world where nearly everyone around you follows deception, while truth becomes lonely. Islamic teachings describe believers during that time feeling isolated, frightened, and pressured from every direction. And perhaps that is why the Prophet constantly taught prayers asking Allah for protection from the fitnah of the Dajjal, because no trial in human history would ever compare to it. But let me ask you another terrifying question. If the Dajjal appeared in today's world, would people recognize him? Or would social media spread his deception faster than anything humanity has ever seen? Would desperate populations accept any promise of safety and stability? And are people today already becoming easier to manipulate through fear, distraction, and confusion? These are frightening questions, because maybe the scariest part of this prophecy is how familiar the world before his arrival already feels. Islam does not teach these prophecies to create panic. They are warnings. Warnings meant to wake humanity before it becomes completely consumed by illusion and distraction. Because according to Islamic teachings, near the end, not every danger arrives with violence. Sometimes, the greatest danger arrives with promises. Promises of safety, promises of power, promises of peace. And millions may follow those promises without realizing where they truly lead. But this is only the beginning, because in the next episode, we explore another terrifying mystery connected to the end times, the release of Ya'juj and Ma'juj, massive nations of destruction that may bring civilization itself to collapse completely. So if you want more shocking stories, dark historical mysteries, cinematic Islamic documentaries, and terrifying prophecies, subscribe now, like this video, and comment your thoughts below. And tell me, do you think humanity today is becoming easier to deceive? Because the deeper we go into these prophecies, the darker the truth becomes.